come and spend 1 week on the streets without begging, without robbing, without stealing, and try and live without doing them 3 things and see if you've got food in your stomach. Because I guarantee you, you will be hungry. That's it. You will be hungry, man.
Since 2010, there has been a 165% increase in rough sleeping. There has been a 75% increase in those in temporary accommodation and an 80% increase in child homelessness. The perfect storm of changes to housing benefit, universal credit, the hostile environment and the spiralling cost of housing has led to a growth in homelessness. And with the general election just around the corner, I wanted to find out how some of the most vulnerable people in our society view politicians.
They just walked past me. Even though I was screaming out for their help, they just weren't obliged to help me. They didn't see the fact, why should they help me? People just don't care no more. They really don't. All they care about is money. They don't care about people.
What could have been done to help you out more?
Being seen. Parliament giving a damn, caring about us, rather than just sweeping us under the carpet, walking past us and not showing any signs of help.
So we are in Westminster Station, right here. We are on council public land. Just in there is owned by the Palace of Westminster, and this is where people are having to spend their nights, sleep out in the cold, because a group of rough sleepers who used to sleep in there I knew people who were sleeping in there a decade ago. They were all evicted a couple of months ago by the Palace of Westminster, just so this tunnel could, lie empty at night. And people could continue to sleep in the colder temperatures outside. People were out sleeping in parks, I had friends down here, and over the next few days, people were getting robbed, people were in unfamiliar surroundings, and just forcing people out, you're also forcing them further away from help. Here is where Mungo's, here is where the charities and the council can come and offer people support. Once they're forced out, they're sleeping in nooks and crannies around Westminster, out in the cold, they are further away from support, far more vulnerable, far more likely to die, frankly. And we're getting to December. The idea that this grate is still here, keeping this tunnel empty and warm and secure, but not usable for people, is just absurd.
Universal credit has made so many of my friends homeless because it takes weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to get your money come through, and by the time it's come through, your landlord's kicked you out because you've not paid him. So it's not working.
You were in the forces, you served in submarines, you're a highly skilled worker, but also this is a country which prides itself on the way in which it celebrates the military. Do you feel you've been looked after?
No, I feel like I've been let down because you sign up, you serve, and then when you leave, they say there's all this help there, help for the heroes, veterans aid, this, that and the other, and they don't help you. They really don't. They've got all this millions of pounds in the bank from the charities and fundraising that they get, and you don't see a penny of it.
If there was one thing that you could get the next government to do to improve your life and the life of people who are in a similar situation to you, what would it be?
I would say every empty property in this country is do it up and make it cheap living for the homeless.